So I spend a lot of time browsing Reddit, and I realized I could actually make a lot of content involving Reddit. So I'm going to start a new series where I read and react to some of the most popular discussion-based subreddits. And for today, I am going to be reading posts from Am I the A-hole? Am I the a-hole for not making my daughter-in-law coffee and telling her I am not a barista? My son and daughter-in-law, Emily, are staying in our home probably for the next month due to water damage in their home. The company is fixing the damage, but the flooring was damaged, so it's not very livable right now. That sucks for them. They have only been here less than a week, and I am having an issue. I work nights. I come back home around 6:30 a.m. and then go to bed. My husband is usually up, so I make him a coffee and breakfast before I turn in. Just something I like to do, more quality time before he heads to work. I asked my son and Emily if they would also like coffee or breakfast before they go to work. They said no to food, but yes to coffee. That was easy, and I just made 2 extra cups. I asked them to tell me if they want me to change how to make their coffee. I thought they would just tell me use this cream or if they had a preference on blend. Emily texted me last night and said she left instructions for the coffee. This morning, I came home to a very detailed instruction on how to make a complex coffee. It was like a Starbucks drink. She wanted foam, milk on top, different syrups, a specific coffee bean, ground fresh, and a different brewing method. We have a drip coffee machine. Most of the stuff was on the counter. I decided I wasn't doing that and just made the normal coffee. Emily was not happy, and we got into an argument before she went to work. I basically told her I am not a Starbucks barista, and I am not doing all of that. She told me I shouldn't have offered in the first place if I wouldn't make the coffee to her liking. We left on a sour note. I have been getting text messages from my son about not being hospitable, so I am having trouble sleeping at the moment. Should I just make the coffee? Is OP the a-hole in this situation? In my opinion, I would say no. I think OP is being very reasonable. First, she is nice enough to have her son and daughter-in-law stay with them. And she has every right to say no to making a complex coffee order. Who does this Emily girl think she is? And for her to get upset that she's not going to make this complex coffee for her is a problem. And the fact that the son is also defending her is a bit of a problem as well. Because that means that it's either 2 things. It's either one, he agrees with his wife Emily that Emily is not doing anything wrong, that asking for this more intricate coffee order is totally fine, and that, or the other thing is he thinks the mom is being unreasonable. And I think it's a combination of both, because he was texting her saying like, oh, like, you're not being hospitable. The mom already offered to make you coffee, make you breakfast in the morning, and for you to say, oh, I want some cold foam and some chocolate drizzle. Like, why does the mom need to do all of that? She's coming home from her night shift. She's been working all night. She's tired. She wants to go to bed. The last thing she wants to do is make you some sort of unicorn frappuccino. So no, I think The mom is being completely reasonable. She is not the a-hole in this situation. I think both the son and daughter, Emily, are being a-holes, and they should be a little bit more appreciative about just staying at the mom's house, the parents' house. I feel like at this point, if I was the mom, I would tell them to leave. At least the daughter-in-law to leave. Am I the a-hole for refusing to babysit during vacation, even though I have no other plans? My family owns a small vacation house in Florida, and the whole family spends a week there every other year. This year's trip is coming up in 3 weeks. The people coming are my brother, 32M, his wife, and their 2 kids, 8M and 5F. My sister, 26F, her husband, and their kid, 4M, and me, 28M, single and child-free. We are each paying our own way. The other day, my sister called and told me that she and brother had planned a couple's day with their spouses in the middle of the week. The idea was that the 2 couples would spend the day on the water and then go to a nice restaurant for dinner. She asked if I could watch the kids during this time. I said no. She thought I was joking until I doubled down, and then she got audibly annoyed. She kept asking, why not? Why can't I help out this one time? Why am I being so selfish? Look, I like my nephews and niece, and they are good kids, but I'm not a kid person. I have babysat them before and hated it, and even though I love them, I don't want to spend vacation babysitting, even if it's only for one day, and it would be the whole day. She asked what other plans I had that day, and I said none. That made her mad, and she kept saying that if I have no plans, there's no reason I can't watch the kids. I said I would spend the day enjoying myself, whatever I ended up doing, and it would not involve kids. She got so mad, she hung up on me, but she and brother have both been texting asking me to change my mind. In the past, my parents have watched the kids while couples have a date night, but they're not able to come to vacation this year. I feel like it's not my responsibility to watch their kids, and I have a right to say no, but that I also might be an a-hole for refusing to help this one time. Am I the a-hole? In this situation, I would say both sides are the a-hole. Now, I'm going to start with OP. He's 28M, single and child-free, just like me. And, you know, if he is going on this vacation and if he doesn't have any other plans, like, is he just going to sit at home? Like, aren't the kids going to be at home too? So I just feel like if I was in this situation where, let's say if my sibling had a kid, I probably wouldn't, like, even if I didn't like that kid, I feel like I would still say yes if I didn't have any plans. Now, if he had something planned, like if he was going to go somewhere and actually do something and leave the house, then I think it's okay for him to say no. But if he's just at home, not doing anything, I think he could help out a bit and babysit their kids. Don't get me wrong though, I do think, because me personally, I don't enjoy being around kids either, so I can understand where he's coming from, where he said being with them is super annoying. Now, the siblings are also the a-holes in this situation because this is a vacation and you shouldn't expect your sibling to just do this for them. And if you have kids, you should find an actual babysitter. Don't get mad at your sibling because they're not willing to help you out with this. You chose to have these kids. You could have easily not had kids, but you chose to have, in this situation, the brother had 2 kids. You could have prevented that twice, but you decided to You decided to, do it and have 2 kids, and then the sister having 1 kid. Again, you could have prevented having kids in the first place. And then for you to expect someone else to babysit for you, like, who do you think you are? In this situation, I would say both sides are the a-hole here. Am I the a-hole for refusing to carry my girlfriend's sandals at a party? I know it's going to sound petty, but it is what it is. My girlfriend and I, both aged 26, have been together since college. Last Friday night, we went to a party at our mutual friend's house. It was the first time going to a party together since we started living under one roof. Just when we got ready, she handed me a big laptop-sized cloth bag with a pair of sandals in it, asking me to keep it with me the whole time. At most, probably she will use them after the party is over, mentioning that the pointed heels are exhausting. My nature, I'm not a fan of keeping things with me outside, even if it's an easily replaceable item. Also, I was going to a place to have fun, not in the mood to handle someone's stuff all the time. Everybody knows what happens there. It's understandable if she gives me something to carry when we're on a vacation, picnic, or someplace like that. So I told her no and offered her some ideas, including 1, it's not necessary to wear heels. Sandals suit her anyway. And 2, she can carry sandals in her tote bag, but she said it will be awkward to carry a tote bag at a party. I told her that making me carry the cloth bag is awkward too, and since it's her sandals, she should be carrying them. She got annoyed at that point, left the sandals at home, returned in heels only, and has been acting moody since then, passive comparing me with husband/boyfriends of her besties. Am I the a-hole? So in this situation, I don't think OP, the boyfriend, is the a-hole. I guess what I'm confused about is they're going to a house party at a friend's house. If it's a house party, can't you just put it down on the ground or like put it in the closet or like take it to someone's room and just leave your shoes there? Why does anybody have to carry it? Am I the only one that's confused about this? I think the girlfriend expecting the boyfriend to carry it around for her is a bit unreasonable. Let's just say, like, what if things were reversed? Let's say the guy had a second pair of shoes that he wanted to bring to the party. And would he ask the girlfriend to carry it all night? Would she say yes? I feel like she probably wouldn't. So, yeah, I don't think it's reasonable for the girlfriend to expect her boyfriend to carry around her shoes all night long. I don't think that's fair. And then the last part where he says, passive comparing me with husbands/boyfriends of her besties. Yeah, I feel like I could say a lot about that, but all I will say is comparison in general is you're never going to be happy if you always compare yourself to other people. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to limit this to 3 posts per video. And if there are other subreddits that you think I should read and react to, feel free to add it in the comments. I'll definitely, there's other subreddits that I have in mind for this, and I can obviously continue reading other posts from Am I the A-hole? So I can, there's obviously subreddits where I can just keep doing it over and over again. So I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.